Hey guys, welcome to Homestead Where You Are. Today I'm going to be making a peach bourbon barbecue glaze that I'll be putting on some pork chops. This is for the Last Chance Cook-Off collaboration put on by Tony at Kettle Kitchen, Mitchell and his wife at Hendrickson Family Farm, and Dale and his wife at 9-Acre Family Farm. This is a very large collaboration where there will be videos posted every day during the month of September, multiple videos per day. So I hope you go and check that out. And here we go.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add some good old extra virgin olive oil to the pan, and we're going to let that heat up. There we go. Now we have one chopped up onion that we're going to add to the pan, and we're going to saute until the onion gets a little bit soft. I've been putting off this video for a little while because it has been so hot, and then I couldn't put it off anymore, and today it is 110 degrees. It's craziness. All right, now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and then about a teaspoon and a half or so of minced garlic. And you can use fresh garlic or you can use garlic powder, but this is the way I like to do it. I'm going to let that saute and blend for just a minute. Now I have adapted this recipe from what started out as the cherry bourbon barbecue sauce recipe in the Ball canning book, and then I made some modifications. And it calls for a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, but I'm using a quarter of a cup of lemon juice and a quarter of a cup of apple cider vinegar. And then 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. And I'm just gonna simmer this for a little bit and let it get a little thicker, kind of syrupy, and then I'll take it off the heat. And I'm sorry about the voiceover, guys. I don't know what happened, but my microphone, I turned it on, but apparently it was dead. So I had my video ready to go and no volume. So at least my video was there to work with, but I had to do a voiceover, and I hope it turns out okay. Turned it up just a little bit so I could get it simmering nice. Okay, now we're going to remove it from the heat, just set it aside for a few minutes. And in this pot I have 4 to 5 pounds of peaches that I had previously frozen. I took them out last night so they could thaw, and then I literally just squeezed the pit out of them and put them in this pan and set them in the refrigerator till I was ready to start this. And they're pretty ugly right now, but I'm going to add my half a cup of bourbon And then I'm going to let that simmer for a few minutes.
Because it's just mushed up peaches. But trust me, it will be delicious.
Alright, we're going to put our sweet onion mixture inside here. Alright, now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of cayenne, just to add a little bit of heat. We have 1 teaspoon of ginger. You can use a little bit more, but we don't much care for ginger too much, so. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce and 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. No, excuse me, tablespoons. And if you want this to be more like a barbecue sauce, you can add 1.5 cups of tomato sauce. But I want mine to be more like a glaze than a barbecue sauce, so I'm going to leave that out this time. Alright, now I'm going to take this and blend it real good with my immersion blender. I had to move it over here in the chair so my cord would reach. Okay, now our glaze is ready to go, and we are going to get ready to fire up the grill. Alright, I'm going to use some of the Drunken Chef SPG seasoning on the pork chops when I put them on the grill. These are fairly thick, so I'm going to cook them just a little bit on each side before I start adding the glaze. Trying to move those back a little bit so I can get that big one in the front directly off of the flame. Alright, now I'll check it probably about every 15 minutes or so. I'm going to flip these here, and I'm going to start glazing every time I flip. I am going to put the rest of this sauce in a jar and put it in the refrigerator, and I will probably use it on some chicken or maybe a piece of salmon later in the week.
Okay guys, there you have it. These pork chops were absolutely wonderful. I don't ever taste things on camera, sorry about that, but trust me, they were delicious. I want to say thanks again to Tony, Mitchell and his wife, and Dale and his wife, and all of the other people who helped put this thing together. Again, this is the last chance cook-off collaboration. I hope the voiceover didn't do too much harm and the video turned out okay for you, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.